Classic Wisconsin diners, coffee, chrome, and comfort food. Mm. Hey there, fellow travelers, and welcome back to the Traveling Cheesehead Podcast, where we explore the flavors, stories, and roadside treasures that make Wisconsin and beyond worth wandering. Picture this, a dark, icy Wisconsin morning. Your breath puffs out in front of you, and across the lot glows a red and blue neon sign that simply says, Open. Inside, the windows slightly fog from the heat, silverware clinks, and someone laughs at the counter. And that is the first step inside, where it feels like walking into a hug. Today we're sliding onto a chrome stool, ordering a bottomless mug of coffee, and celebrating classic Wisconsin diners. The kind of places where staff knows your usual, the toast always lands butter side up, and time seems to move just a little slower. So grab your cup of coffee like I've got, take a sip, and settle back. What makes a classic Wisconsin diner? A diner at its heart is never just a building. It's a rhythm. Coffee poured, orders called out, regulars trading gossip, and Packers scores. Before the door even shuts behind you, you smell that bacon frying and hear the familiar shout out, 2 over easy, hash side of rye. You'll spot chrome stools, checkered floors, maybe a little jukebox humming softly in the corner. There's always one guy reading the newspaper like it's still 1975. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. The magic of these diners lives in 3 things: the look, the coffee, and the locals. Those red vinyl seats, the neon pie signs, these aren't kitsch, they're history, polished with time. The coffee, always hot, strong, and endless. And the people, farmers, night shift nurses, students, retirees, all of them gathered together under the same fluorescent glow, swapping weather updates, kind of like sacred scripture. That's the real Wisconsin spirit. Steady, friendly, unfussy. Now let's talk about the coffee and the regulars. If chrome is the face of a diner, coffee is the heartbeat. It's poured without asking, refilled without fuss, and served in mugs that have probably seen more mornings than I can count. There's something healing about that first sip when it's like 10 below outside and your car heater still hasn't caught up. Look around you and you'll see the regulars. Same stools, same orders, same easy nods of recognition. Maybe a retired couple sharing a crossword, maybe a line cook on his day off, maybe, if you're lucky, an entire table of farmers arguing about who saw the first robin of spring. Yes, those are the counter creatures and the face of the diner, the heart of it inside. No one is a stranger for long. Now, these things are family-owned and rooted in community. Most true Wisconsin diners, they're family affairs, like the one I had for 10 years with my mom. The name on the sign usually matches the folks working the grill. You'll see Grandma Judy's meatloaf or Aunt Lydia's chili scrawled on the specials board. And that's not marketing, that's lineage. Ooh, Grandma's cinnamon rolls, those were a hit at our place. These are the kinds of places that host local fundraisers, coach team breakfasts, and coffee groups that have met every Tuesday for 20 years. The diner is where news breaks, birthdays happen, and weather complaints are practically an art form. I remember this fabulous group of ladies that used to come in after the early mass at the local Catholic church, and we called them the God Squad. Those ladies were absolutely fabulous and wonderful friends. Now, these places have comfort food that never fails. We're going to talk about what's on the plate because Wisconsin diners, they don't mess around with light bites. Breakfast is the star of the show. Eggs any style, hash browns so crisp they crackle, maybe with little onions and cheese on them, pancakes almost bigger than the plate, and French toast that glistens under melting butter. By noon, you're going to find burgers smashed on a flat-top grill with a pat of butter melting on top because, well, this is Wisconsin and we don't apologize for butter. Add a side of deep-fried cheese curds with ranch, and you've hit diner nirvana. Fridays, oh, that's fish fry night, baby. Beer battered cod or perch with rye bread, coleslaw, tartar sauce, potato pancakes, maybe some baked beans. The plates could really feed almost 2 people, but somehow they never make it back only half finished. And if you've still got room, well, let's face it, even if you don't, the pies are waiting. Apple, cherry, lemon meringue, slices lined up under glass domes, practically begging for attention. The best question in any diner: what kind of pie do you have today? Now, don't get me wrong, there are seasonal favorites. Winter is when Wisconsin diners, I think, shine brightest. You walk in with your coat stiff, and within minutes you're thawing out over that bowl of chili, crowned with shredded cheddar. Oh, freshly grated, not any of that out of the bag stuff. Maybe a hot turkey sandwich swimming in gravy with, a little bit of mashed potatoes on the side, or a thick slice of meatloaf that tastes like you're sitting at somebody's Sunday table. The windows fog, the world outside disappears, and for half an hour to an hour, everything feels right again. It's Wisconsin diner magic. Okay, we have to talk now about where to find the classics. You don't have to travel far to find a good one in Wisconsin, but I've got a few favorites that are absolutely worth the drive. How about Frank's Diner in Kenosha? Okay, now this one's a legend. A converted rail car from 1926, famous for its garbage plate, piled high with hash browns, egg, all the meats, and everything else that fits on the grill. It's a Wisconsin institution with just the right amount of sass. And yes, if you can eat it all, there's a prize. Walker's in Beaver Dam. Everything about it feels vintage and real. Homemade pies, thick malts, and breakfast all day. If you sit at the counter, you'll probably get drawn into a conversation, whether you want to or not, and I personally think that's half the fun. How about the Broadway Diner in Baraboo? Old school charm with a side of kind of circus town history. Great pancakes, local sausage, and staff who treat you like family. Gus's Diner in Sun Prairie. It's bright, clean, and full of retro chrome shine. Their breakfast skillets and banana cream pie have a cult following, and yes, I've tested that theory on myself more than once. And finally, I'm going to throw out Miss Kate's Diner in Milwaukee, the place presidents have eaten, film crews have shot, and locals still swear by for their Eggs Benedict and meatloaf. Walking in feels like stepping back into a time when politicians and plumbers actually sat side by side for breakfast. Each of these places has one thing in common. They don't just serve food. They serve home. Now, how do you spot a real diner? Here's a little tip from your traveling cheesehead friend. Not every chrome-covered restaurant calling itself a diner is real. If you want the genuine article, here's what you look for. A long counter with stools. Regulars who clearly have their seats. They're going to stand behind you and wait till you evacuate, sitting in their seat. A specials board that changes daily, preferably handwritten. A grill you can see, not hear about, but you can see someone on it. Servers who call you hun and mean it. If you walk in wearing jeans and a hoodie and feel instantly welcome, you know you found the right place. Now, you should be eating like a local at these. When you visit one, do yourself and the diner a favor. Ask your server what they're proud of. Order the special, try the pie, and don't rush out. These places thrive on connection, not turnover. Well, don't stay all day. They do need to turn over a little bit, yes. And if you love it, leave a kind review. Bring a friend next time or grab a gift card. Most of these diners are family run and running on heart. Every cup of coffee and slice of pie helps keep their doors open and their lights on. Now, I've had people say, Dannelle, you're just crazy. Diners don't matter anymore. I need to tell you why diners still matter. In a world where people don't get out of their cars anymore, a world of drive-thrus and delivery apps, a Wisconsin diner is one of the last places where community can happen face-to-face. It's a living scrapbook of the state, full of regulars, family recipes, and stories that stretch across decades. You walk in for breakfast, but you leave with a memory. The smell of the bacon, the laughter at the counter, and that feeling you've just been let in on a local secret. That's comfort food at its finest. Food that fills more than your stomach. It fills your soul. All right. Thank you for pulling up a stool with me today as we celebrated Wisconsin's Diner. The Chrome, cheers to you and the coffee, the conversation, and the community that keeps them alive. If this episode made you crave pancakes, pie, or just a good cup of diner coffee, you know what to do. Subscribe, save, or share the Traveling Cheesehead podcast. Now, you can find more of my favorite diner stops, road trip guides, and Wisconsin eats over at thetravelingcheesehead.com, and follow along on Facebook or Instagram at The Traveling Cheesehead if you want to see more of where I go. And if there's a Wisconsin diner that I didn't talk about that you absolutely love, share that with me in the comments. Maybe it's a place I need to check out myself. Until next time, keep your mug full, your toast buttered, and your adventures absolutely delicious.